Yeah, hello, 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 how are we all doing today? Yeah, same reason as yesterday behind the no face cam thing. It is about 3 miles too hot. Also, I was kind of hiding under the ground. So something interesting happened. When I was setting up, and yeah, it's still... I think the West Coast has actually accidentally broken this. Because what's happened is... Oh. Never mind. So it turns out, game extension actually saves whether or not you got tabbing enabled. How's Dave today? Hot. Overly warm. So tabbing was disabled because I did... Oh. I feel really stupid now. I was running around trying to madly guess what was going wrong. Do we have things what we can do? Yes. So I'm gonna guess this is on course play. And we'll start this from the closest waypoint and hope to God that it's the right one. Close enough. It may in fact be the correct waypoint. Hello UKL Army, Mr. Trap. Hey Shadowbox. So what we can do is... Pretty sure I was doing something with the fast track last time, but we're not going to do it this time. Because I would like... very much... to... Ah! Yes. That is a problem. I was going to go mowing in the 390, but no, I can't because the 390 is too small. What day do I think we're going to get more info on FS19? My best guess is E3 officially starts on Tuesday, even though the press conferences start in about an hour's time. The EA press conference starts in about an hour, and I could not care less about the EA conference, because it's just going to be an announcement of at least 50 million different kinds of microtransactions. But the actual show itself starts Tuesday, so I'd imagine Giants will make all the announcements, and you know, we're kind of expecting an E3 trailer. I expect all that to come out Tuesday. Ah, phone YouTube. You never stop derping. Hello, Evil Knievel. So what are you guys looking forward to at E3? Seeing as it starts today, I might as well... well, the press conferences start today. If you want to leave at 6 to watch the EA microtransaction party, you can. I wouldn't advise it because it's EA. No face cam. It's still too warm in my room. Just restarted YouTube. Yeah, I love the YouTube app. It breaks in the most dumb ways. And always when you're trying to watch something. Although mine usually just crashes. Like usually I'll be watching something and then the video will stop. I'll be just sat there like, okay, this is weird, this is weird, this is weird. YouTube has encountered a problem. Oh! GG Google, you can't even get your own app to work on your own phone. Because I have an Android. Gonna do some mowing? Yes, that is the plan. I need to get, there we go. Hello, Mike. So, are we looking forward to anything at E3 other than whatever Giants have to announce? Hello, Betty's Customize. Because I think everybody's looking forward to seeing what Giants have in store for us. For FS19. I love microtransactions. Yeah, no. Less stupid. I like YouTube gaming. I like it on PC. Like when I'm watching streams, I will almost always, actually always, not even almost always, I will always use YouTube gaming ahead of YouTube. It's just a better UI. Fallout 76. Proving once and for all that game developers have no idea how counting actually works. Sorry about this. What, you being behind? That's a thing that happens on YouTube. YouTube likes doing that. It's annoying when people are stuck behind the stream because YouTube's weird, but it's not something you can exactly control other than just checking every so often. If you feel like you're behind, just double check. If chat's making no sense to you, you're probably behind. So this is probably going to be the last round of mowing with these mowers. I want to get a new mower in. Interested in the Assetto Corsa demo should be interesting. Square Enix event. I don't particularly care about Squeenix. Something. CD Projekt Red always have something cool. They're a developer and publishing house that I can completely get behind. Excuse me, I think you'll find it's 1942, 1943. 3 hardline cops and robbers. 415. Should have used the bigger tractor for mowing. I don't have a bigger tractor, Benny's Customize. This is the biggest I have. Then again, I guess it's better than the Anno series of games, which, if memory serves, is just random numbers at the end. Or the Total War series, which puts the sequel number somewhere in the title. Like, wasn't it Rome 2 Total War, and then Warhammer Total War 2? Or Total War Warhammer 2? They just change the names around the Total War series constantly. This is the same map as yesterday. No, this is Sandy Bay today. This is the lesser challenge, the easier challenge. This is, though, the biggest tractor that I have at the moment. And, of course, this being the Sandy Bay challenge, we are going to be making silage. Because we can... It's the easiest way to win the challenge, is just to spam silage. If you don't like silage, this probably isn't the series for you to watch anymore. Because this is going to be basically silage spam the game. Did you catch the beginning of the stream? Yes, you did, in fact. And I am sweating really bad. I do not deal well with heat. Oh yeah, I turned my phone off because it was being weird and discharging. I'm gonna save up for something really good. More fields, does that count? My plan is more fields, and then bigger equipment, and probably more grass fields for more silage. Although I will probably get another crop field or two, just for the sake of animal feed, effectively. Hello, CG. How are you doing today? The JCB is confused. Hang on. What's going on? Okay, continue. Can you, like... Can you, like, not be stuck? There we go. See, it's really helpful if you don't get stuck. I mean, I'm just kind of going out on a wing there. Was that until 5 AM at a wedding? I was up like half of last night tidying my room because I was extremely bored yesterday. So my room is now actually tidy. So I said on Discord that I was gonna go for a shower immediately after the stream. I got distracted in the middle of it while kind of preparing to go for the shower and ended up tidying my room. And I went to the shop, and I went for a shower, then made some food, and then faffed about it for a bit, and then finished tidying my room. What other games do I have? My Steam library has about 300 games. So I'm not exactly low on games, and it just keeps expanding. Yeah. Holy crap, there is a lot of games on my Steam library. Do Giants make any games other than Farm Sim? Not anymore. They used to, though. They used to make Construction Simulator, I think it was, or was it Demolition Simulator? One of the two. And Ski Region Simulator, but that kind of stopped. Back in FS13 era kind of thing. How am I today? I'm doing well. How long have we streamed for? About 15 minutes is all. And I'm sensing a trend here. Drive now, you get. Okay, that's not driving. That's parking weirdly. Okay, that's... Oh, you absolute git. You got stuck. You are the most useless help. There's a reason I call Courseplay a drunken 5-year-old monkey child. Because it just can't do anything correctly. It's just like, I'm going over here now, and I'm going to wallop this wall for the next 20 minutes until you figure out that I am actually stuck. Does SCS release their own games? ETS and ATS are about it. They have given up on the side games, but what are you doing? Why did you do that? That was decidedly not a good idea, and you should have known that. Why did you do that? Having a nice day? I was until Courseplay started being Courseplay. Okay. Are you going to behave this time? And not get stuck? If it gets stuck again, I might as well just do this myself. Because, like, in fact, I might as well just do this myself, because I'm sat here anyway. The way Giants are with focus. SCS are not a publisher. SCS are a development team that I think self-publish. And they basically get their money from all of the sales of Eurotruck, ATS, and the DLCs, which is why I'll always tell you guys to get yourself the DLCs for ATS and ETS if you think they're worth getting. If you like what's in them, get them, because the SCS DLCs are always a really nice price point. They're not overly priced. They're not EA DLCs, and they're not, you know, $50 buys you this one thing that is just shinier than the exact same looking thing in the game. Please give us $50. We are struggling because we had way too big a budget for this game. Have they released much DLC for ATS? I think it was just... Hang on, let me just go onto Steam real quick and check. ATS. Where is M? That's U. There it is. So, ATS, DLC. New Mexico, Heavy Cargo Pack, Wheel Tuning Pack, Steering Pack. Arizona, which was a free DLC if memory serves. Christmas Paint Jobs Pack, Halloween Paint Jobs Pack, and a Valentine's Day Paint Jobs Pack. Now granted, most of the DLC they release is just art assets, and you know, just skins, but if you want those paint jobs, and there's usually one really good paint job per pack, get the DLC. Catching up on your sim news. Have you heard the this will be pertinent to you. Have you heard the Flight Sim Studios news? Where they have effectively committed suicide by doing a whole bunch of illegal crap. Okay, I'm not doing a face cam today because I am sweating so badly, and I don't think you guys want to see that. Man is hot. During the winter, man's not hot. Summer, man is hot. Man cannot deal with this heat, man. I accidentally went Jamaican. Hey, GD, by the way. Yeah, do you know what? They're one of the few groups that I would actively say, do you know what? Pirate their crap, because they don't deserve money. It just baffles me how incredibly... Yeah, Dovetail cancelling FSW. And I know why they did it. It's because nobody was playing the damn thing, because there was like 5 planes and they all flew identically. There was no real variation. People were really annoyed that the early access Flight Sim world had $70-80 worth of DLC, and there was, in the base game, vanilla, without buying anything in addition, 5 planes. And you could only do VFR. And all the planes were GA. How long will the stream be? It'll be until 7 o'clock for me. So it'll be the usual length of time. Hello, Jacob. Jake the Snake. Yes, I remember you. That's not a tractor. Dave, please. My spacebar is getting really picky all of a sudden. Hang on. Be nice to me, spacebar. What happened to Farmer's Dynasty? That's back on Steam last I heard. They sorted out the 73 million copyright issues they had, apparently. And that's back on Steam last I heard. Yeah, unfortunately, I was dumb enough to buy FSW. Can I unban it? No. I was dumb enough to buy FSW, and I think to this day I've not even got 20 hours in it. Although I have a complaint to raise with you, Shadowbox. A complaint with you. Thanks to you, I've started playing bloody air hauler again. And I went on a 2-hour VFR flight where I had no idea where I was going. I was flying randomly around the UK because I got horrifically lost and ended up about 50 or 60 miles off course. Basically doing circles in the sky because I'm not a good pilot. Sounds like a good thing. It's a good thing until I spend 3 hours getting horrifically lost over the UK because I've decided to take a flight to a field that I had no idea what it was. And it was this little grass strip in the middle of nowhere. And as I was landing I realized, hang on, the brake button doesn't work. So it all went horrifically wrong from the very beginning. And I skidded off the end of the runway. But I didn't hit anything, which was nice. Okay, so I need to create a course for this. Turn off manual. Going to watch GD's video. Oh, thanks, thanks, Yuso. Current vehicle position 6 headlands after the fact. Circle bypass, and we'll be good to go. To be honest, if people start talking about bans and shit, I just ignore them, so they can talk all they want, it's not going to change anything. Especially when I was the one that banned them. First waypoint, and away. Yes, it does help if you're on the correct mode, doesn't it? Away you go. Why are you offset? Are you offset? Why are you stopped? Oh, because I told you to stop. Do you have an offset turned on at all? No, why is that? Was that just from... Oh, this... That's crooked. Why is it crooked? Because I set it off crooked, okay. Back to mowing. Does Cobra have multi-train angle? The newest version does, yes, Massey. Although thanks to me, Bullet Bill now wants to completely work all the textures on Cobra, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Because there might be a new version of Cobra for FS17 yet, depending on how angry Bullet Bill is with the textures. Hey Matthew. By the way, I hope everybody saw the shenaniganry I got up to on Lone Oak the other day when I was bored. Where I kept a promise I made to Bullet Bill where I said I'd put a big bud on top of the shop at some point or other. And while bored the other day, I spent half an hour getting the big bud on top of the shop because I didn't actually cheat it up there. It took me half an hour to figure out how to get the damn thing up there, but it went up there. So now my shop has a lovely mascot of a giant ass big bud with triple wheels on top. I can officially say I am the first person to do something that dumb on the map. Hello Hamish. But you'll all be glad to know the Big Bud does in fact fit on top of the Lone Oak shop, just as an idea of scale. I'm good, Paran. I'm overly hot again, because summertime now has apparently turned on the oven. We're all going to cook for a few days. Hello, Dal. How you doing today? Come here, can of Pepsi Max. By the way, can you guys hear me fine? This is something I meant to actually check at the start of the stream. Can you guys hear me just fine? Because I got my mic in a different position to usual. And I've just realised that it's interfering with the webcam slightly. Even though it doesn't matter today, it will matter when I get the webcam back on. Like, how's my voice sounding? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it echoey? Because I got my mic like right over my head now. And it's very different. Can I reroute? Oh, I can reroute that cable to there. Sound clear to you? Didn't even notice. Fantastic! Mic can stay there because it's out of the way and I can't... I don't get distracted by it being in my face. Which is commonly a problem when I'm trying to do stuff. Is, like, I'll move my hand and punch the mic. Usually when I'm recording. Hello, AG. Hello, hello, monster. With joys of having a boom. And when I bought... Here's a fun little story. When I bought the Blue Yeti that I have now, Sim... Was it Sim... I think it might have been Landy was saying, oh, the boom you have will never hold the Blue Yeti. You know, Landy was adamant that you can ban him if you want. Dude, that is entirely inappropriate behavior. He was adamant that my boom stand thing arm would just collapse under the weight. David is a little hot. He is a bit melty. You feature? Yeah. I've got I've got the actual track hat, and oh my god, is it uncomfortable. As it turns out, my head is huge. Either that or they've made that hat for literally dogs or like tiny little children, because it just if I even have like one notch on the cap closed, it pinches my head. Facecam, I'm melty. To find the Blue Yeti sensitive to background noise. If you change the gain on it, GD, what's it called? Is it the gain? Yeah, the gain. It will determine like how much background noise gets picked up. Where is it? It's in front of me. However, it's not turned on at the moment because it is too melty. Which is a bit of a shame because I'm wearing a nice new t-shirt today and it's like really velvety kind of feeling. I like it. What'd you miss? Mowing. Welcome back, Yuso. Mr. Smimulate, are you looking forward to... me dying, apparently. Are you looking forward to E3? Pepsi Max, actually. As I die. Other lagers are available. Stu1985, thank you very much for the €2 donation. That is incredibly helpful to the Help Dave Buy Things Fund, which is truly a beautiful charity. It helps Dave buy actual items whether physical or digital, what he can use to entertain himself. Think you're gonna be. I would, and like I've got mine on directional mode. Well, yeah, kind of directional mode, and it works fine. Like you'll hear background noise occasionally. You'll hear the dogs. You only want to. Yes, I could tell from the tweet. Are you not interested in the 76th Fallout, which apparently we've missed 72 of them? I was coughing quite badly, Yusa. I have not been drinking enough. I need to refill my 5-litre drum with just tap water. I always over-exaggerate things. I'm a drama queen. Think it's on. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. I hope it's not. If it is, rip Fallout. If it's not, I might get it. Hello, Lone Wolf. By the way, Smimulate, did you get the email from Lars yesterday? Was it Lars that sent it? I think it was Lars. I think it was yesterday. If you didn't, check your emails. Come to think of it, Sim, check your emails. Because I know you haven't. You did indeed, ah! Yes, and about Tuesday, yes. What could that possibly mean? We've both been invited to an online party, FYI, on Tuesday. And I'm the DJ. So it's going to be nothing but Barbie Girl for 6 hours straight. With a brief interlude for the heaviest heavy metal I can possibly find in 5 minutes flat on YouTube. No, you read it properly. I'm just making stuff up again. At least my story's interesting. Rammstein isn't heavy, that's dance metal. I mean, it's not bad, I like Rammstein, but it's not heavy metal. I was thinking more Lamb of God, Pantera style heavy metal. Metal. Am I mad? No. Define mad! Because the answer is both yes and no until you define mad. If you mean angry, no. Crazy, yes. Belchy, also yes. Hello, Chris. I'll have you know, Sim, I actually do like that song. Uncomfortable truths. In an English test, you had to define maths, answer with Dave because you're bored. There was a test I did in school. This is a legitimate exam. At the end of school exams, it was for something, a subject I genuinely didn't care about. I got bored about halfway through and just started answering everything and linking it up with Ferraris. Like, how can you tell the success of a company? And one of the answers I gave was the number of Ferraris in the car park. Because let's face it, if a company is truly successful, people will have a lot of Ferraris. And if people don't, the owner will, and he'll want to show those Ferraris off. So the car park will be filled with the owner's Ferraris and everybody else will have to walk the plebeians. If you're enjoying my rants of various madness today, also known as this stream, please hit the subscribe button and hit the lurk button as too. And talk in the chat. That is also an idea of things you could possibly do on YouTube. You can also share the video on your social media forums by filling out form 7B, 8A, 73Q, Lambda Pi, Epsilon F, and hitting the share button. Is Dave in a good mood? Dave is a bit crazy today, even by Dave's standards. Hey, Barn Lodge. I'm gonna refill my e-cig while I'm going down here. This is gonna end well. Yep. Hey, that ended better than I thought. I didn't just run off the field entirely. Or flip. No, that's not the right lead. That's the right lead. Okay, now I've kind of run off the field a bit. I'm just making a mess now. Yeah, tell your friends to subscribe to me, but if those 10 friends also watch me, that is very much appreciated. If they don't, then I've got 10 empty subscribers. So let's go fix the bits that I mucked up because I was being a silly. See you, Michael. After that, I think we're looking at crazy in the rearview mirror. What do you mean, GD? What on earth do you possibly mean? I am perfectly normal for a lunatic. You're hungry. Eat some food. Oh! Oh! Amazing news! Amazing news! I went outside to feed the cats earlier. Yes, I went outside. That's the amazing news. The end. No, I went outside to feed the cats. And, I opened the back door and the cats ran in, as they do. And I looked out, after kicking the cats out. And there were 4 more cats than usual. And the 4 extra cats were tiny. Because the little kittens that were born recently have come out of the hedge and are now walking and wandering around by themselves. And I got to see little tiny little baby kittens. And they are adorable. Also, we have way too many cats. Like, we want to get rid of cats. There are excess cats in the region of our back garden. There's a cat, Massey. Just the one. Because when I opened the back door, 3 came in. Kittens are funny, they hiss you. What have you been doing to your kittens, CD? Our kittens just run away and hide under things. And one of the cats has been really kind of weird in that it takes over 2 bowls of food and then attacks anybody that comes near the bowl that it's not eating out of. So we end up giving the cat a smack. To remind it that we're the bosses here, you will share your food or deal with not eating. Which we have done before. We've picked him up, thrown him down the garden. And then just stood ominously with the stick. I say we, I've been the one standing with the stick. Your cat keeps them away until they eventually tame. Ah! See, the cats here have literally grown up in our back garden. They were born in the back shed. So they're so used to us being around that I don't think it matters anymore to them that, like, whether or not we're near the kittens. Because they've realized we're not a threat at all. We're not gonna hurt the kittens. We're barely even gonna touch them. Unless they're dead, in which case they go into the bin of doom. Your partner's allergic to cats and you at 7. We have, I think like 13. Maybe 14. I haven't counted them recently. Many cats. What is the bin of doom? It's literally a bin. It's where we usually throw the rats and mice and voles and birds that the cats kill. When a kitten is dead, it goes into the bin of doom. Because... Is it a bin full of dead cats? No, it's actually... It's actually the compost bin. Believe it or not. And it's where we throw all the dead stuff that they catch. So anything that's dead and in the garden, as long as we find it before it's skeletonized, which, yeah, that's happened before, we'll just throw it to the bin of doom. I mean, it's technically eco-friendly. It's a bit heartless, but it's eco-friendly and it's probably the best thing to do to get the kittens away from, especially if they had something infectious, to get them away from the live ones. Just so there's not any extra death and destruction in the kitten realms. Hello, drum lover. It is heartless. Is it heartless? I don't know. I mean, we don't really... We're not really proactive in keeping the cats alive, I'll be honest. If they die, they die, and that's the way we look at it. For the most part, my sister's kind of been a bit more proactive recently, but definitely with the kittens when they're small. If they die, their quality of life would probably not have been very good if they didn't die, so... Survival of the fittest? You have a lot of food, liver, ribs, sausages, potatoes, very nice. I have to cook for myself tonight, so it's probably gonna be pasta. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea, Dave. Thank you, Dave. You're a genius, Dave. I know, Dave. Before Dan pipes up saying something dumb. Or calling me dumb. Glad you get lots of random dizzy spells now and again. Yes and no. I mean, it's not major, but maybe go to a doctor and get that checked out. The only things I tend to kill, I'll be honest, are moths, and spiders and flies and stuff that's in my room that shouldn't be. By the way, Dad, shock horror, I have actually tidied my room. And it is actually tidy. I'm not just saying, oh, my room's tidy, I've got 5 bags of rubbish in here. No, it's the floor is empty. Apart from, like, a few things that go on the floor. Also, I need to get myself a rug. We've just been to doctors last week. I get dizzy spells, but it's usually when I stand up too fast. Or when I'm really hungry, I get a bit dizzy because blood sugars, you gotta keep them in check. Or really tired as well. They're, as far as I'm aware, completely normal. But I do a multiplayer one day. So I gotta think about that for a second. No, I don't do I don't enjoy multiplayer in Farm Sim. It's not public multiplayer anyway. If it's private multiplayer with some friends, it's tolerable because you at least can keep control of it. Public multiplayer, it just ends up with Sinking Simulator and a million trolls everywhere, and it's just not fun. ASB, I've done public multiplayer sessions, and it never stream public multiplayer. Never. That has been sent off. To be fair, that was all of us trolling the game. Keep control of Sim5. There was actually some semblance of control there, believe it or not, Stu. Like there was actually a vague level of control. We all actually got the jobs done. They took 3 times longer than they maybe should have because we were too busy slamming into each other and trolling at random. But we were getting the jobs done. The manual attached trolling, yes. What happened to the face cam? I've got it turned off today. It's just too warm. It's just. My face has been wet for the last 2 days with sweat. I have been I've barely been comfortable for the last like 2 days. I need to lose weight and get a bit more fit so that maybe I can deal with heat better instead of having blubber. Because I can deal with winters, vaguely. But once it gets above 20 degrees or so, I melt. Do not do heat. What jobs have I been doing? Tidying my room. In real life. And I do have the wrong command on screen. Yeah. It's just, hang on. Why has that happened? That challenge can go away. That challenge can come up. Thank you. Yes, an hour into the stream. We've had no rain in 16 days. It was raining a bit yesterday when I was going over the shop, and that was the only rain we got. Which was bloody typical. The time that I decide to go over to the shop is the time we get rain. What's the plan for after this? Windrowing, and then cutting... actually harvesting the silage instead of just mowing. Rained here this morning. My bottom banner is a pixel out on the left. Is it really a pixel out? Because that'll annoy me too. Oh my god, it is. I am so sorry. Hang on. I have no idea what I got selected here. Oh, that's the... Okay, that can go back there like that. I want the sub goal because I need to move that slightly. Where's the sub goal gone? Oh, it's just down his browser at the moment. Can I rename this? There we go. Happy birthday, Patrick. There we go, Sim. I fixed it. Now it's not a pixel too high, is it? Oh my god. I am so... That's way too far to the right. Now it's off by a pixel on the left again. Now this needs to move. There we go. You know things are selected you can... You can? I've been moving it with the mouse! You can't even see it moving. This is the level of OCD I have at times. It's out by a pixel, it must be fixed. Will I do a stream on my birthday? Maybe. It depends on what the plans for that day are, to be quite honest. If my family wants to do something with me, or if I want to do something with friends or something, AFK, then I probably won't stream on my birthday because I'll want to do my own thing if I've got no real plans. GIF is now too low. Hey, that doesn't work. Oh, do you have to select it here? I can't actually select the... Hang on, GIF can replace facecam for today. There we go, we got facecam going. Real-time Dave action. The party parrot is real. Alt F4 auto fixes everything. GIF needs to be level with the recent stuff. The gap is annoying. Hang on, let me fix that. Let me fix that. Hang on. I can do that. There we go. Perfect. That it's not better, Llama King. It's perfect. Hello, Mighty Machines. GIF needs to be 1920 by 1080. This is literally the only version of the GIF I could find that was that had a transparent background. I got another version that is like this ridiculously bad white background, and I can't be bothered chroma keying it, so it's staying the way that it is. So I've just realised I could have chroma keyed the white out. Please Alt F4. No! Hello, Mighty Machines. Oh, no. Also, no, Sim. No. 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 You can move the back on. So can I. It's called Chroma Key. It's great. And it might wonk it up on the yellow pass, but it'll be fine. Question, what happens if you do Chroma Key white? If any... well, I'm presuming Sim might know. What happens if you chroma key? I remember because I did this on YouTube. It wonks everything. Yeah, I'll chroma key the slightly bigger version up and see what happens. At some point. Probably off camera. Next time Sim streams, if he ever does. Sim, would you like to tell everybody what's been going on in your life recently? Why you've not been putting out many videos and not been streaming, and why you've been stuck in Plymouth for the last 3 weeks? Because I find it both hilarious and infuriating at the same time. It's hilarious because it's not happening to me. It's infuriating because, oh my god, the level of ineptitude. How am I? I'm good. I'm a bit overly warm, which is why I don't have the face cam on. Because I am a bit melty. I am a drippy boy. What kind of car does Sim drive anyway? At the moment, a Citroen Zara Picasso. Because Sim has good taste in rental cars. Picasso, yes, the small boy version, not the big boy, not the good one. That's really comfortable. He's got the small boy. Not only did Sim's car's gearbox break, but when the garage was trying to fix it, they broke something else. So during the repair, they broke something, and they've had to send the new gearbox off for repair. At least that's what I can gather from what Sim's been saying on Facebook and whatever. The ineptitude in that garage is hilarious. Oh. Ali. Uh-oh. Ali G in the house? Come on, get up, you get, come on. You can do it. And why is the camera moving by itself? I have so many questions right now. Oh my god, that was beautiful! The bag just decided to randomly fling itself off into the sunset. Physics! This is why we play video games, guys. 100% true to life physics. See, in reality, this totally works. See? Look, it works perfectly. Come back! You have not accepted all of the seeds. Where's the trigger? Come back! Hey! Not having good luck. I don't know, I'd say this is perfect luck. Oh no, the bag's falling off again! That'll do. 100% realistic and true to life. Exactly. Nope, no problems here. This is exactly what would happen in reality. The bags would just randomly detach themselves and fling themselves about 50 meters. Totally true to life. 110% realistic physics. Yeah, I have to chase this. I always have to do that because Courseplay just randomly takes off as soon as it hits like 20% full. It's like, okay, I'm good. I've got something to work with, let's go! The JCB from the Classics DLC, yes it is. It is Max JCB Faster 150 Turbo. The physics is getting gradually better. I'm looking forward to the new graphics. I don't want to call it a graphics engine, the new rendering method for FS19, which it's increasingly looking like DirectX 11, which is very nice indeed. Why is... I think OBS is angry with the bird. Hang on, the bird has to shrink. OBS is getting angry. OBS was in fact angry with the size of the bird. Think about getting the DLC. If you're on PC, it's a no-brainer. Like, honestly, it is the best DLC for FS17. Although technically it's a third-party add-on, everybody's going to call it a DLC. It's €5, has 5 drivable machines, so that makes it €1 a piece. See you, Llama King. And on top of the 5 drivable machines, you get a seeder, cultivator, plow, and something else, and a trailer. I swear there was something else as well, but I can't remember. But like, honestly, 100% honesty, I would have paid the €5 just to get the load all. Which I still firmly believe the game should have had a load all in the beginning. I think Landy or Sim said it's like £4.50 Glencar. Somewhere in that region. You're in dollars, it's $5. Which is still really, really good value for money. Have I seen the 1740 massing? I have not been checking up on mods at all the last, like, week. The only reason I check the mod hub is because it's the safest place to get mods, and that is the safe bet. No, not a Farm Sim mod. Well, then I haven't seen it because it's not a mod. It should, yeah. It should have had the Fen 1050. It should have had the Lodo. That's 2 things that the game is really, 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 really missing. And it's kind of shocking that they left out the Fent, like, with Fent in the game and as a licensed partner. They left out the flagship of the Fent fleet. Like, that thing is Fent's flagship. Farm Sim needs John Deere in game. I don't think Farm Sim needs any brands. Yes, the kind of the player base now is built up from brand recognition of JCB and New Holland and Case and all the mods. Would the game be vastly different if they had generic tractors? Yeah. Would the gameplay be vastly different? No. Would the game be vastly different if John Deere was in, as opposed to Class or Kubota or... I don't know, McCormick, Landini, well, it would be vastly different compared to McCormick or Landini, but would it be vastly different, you know, if Class were in the game instead of John Deere? No. In fact, I would argue the game might actually be better if Class were in the game ahead of John Deere. Class, I think, have more to bring to the table, as Sim flips the table. Are you okay, Sim? I think Sim's slightly angry. Think about Bethesda again. Why don't you think about your gearbox? That'll, well, distract your anger at least. It'll move it somewhere else. Is there any update on that front, by the way, or is it still borked? The 1050 almost has to be in FS19. Again, it's the flagship of the Flint fleet. What happened with Bethesda? They didn't announce a new Elder Scrolls game, Drumlover. That's why Sim's angry. He wants a new Elder Scrolls. Yeah. 2 days ago you were driving a Citroen! How many cars are you killing? What day does E3 start? Press conferences start 15 minutes ago, I think. Might still be in like an hour's time. I think the EA conference started 15 minutes ago. That's the one I care about the absolute least because it's microtransaction central. But the actual, like, floor show itself with the smaller companies like Giants making announcements, that starts Tuesday, and expect a flurry of announcements around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday period. EA starts in 45 minutes. Oh god, I might actually have chance to watch it. Oh dear. Oh no, I might be able to watch the microtransactions showdown from EA. That said, in fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I was gonna do it after the stream. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna make a new room in the Discord. E3 Snark channel for Snark. There we go. There's a new room in the Discord for being snarky about E3. Because I am going to be using that room so much. What do I watch it on? I'll probably actually watch somebody doing some sort of snarky commentary on E3. I'll probably watch Nerd Cubed. I think him and Rebecca, his wife, are doing their little snarkathon. Unfortunately, Total Biscuit won't be doing his, which is a damn shame. I loved his snarkathons for E3. They'll be very, very sadly missed. You need to... No. Same. It's a one-off fee of $12.99 to watch the E3 conference next week. It's actually a one-off fee of $53.99 to get early access and actually watch it now. I feel like I've mucked this up somehow. I think I've put the cultivator in the wrong place. Moore's drunk, okay. Yeah, I think NerdCube stream... Because I don't like the dry conferences. They're boring, they're dull. I remember the year that NerdCube accidentally got something hilariously inappropriate trending on Twitter during the PC Gamer show. Because it was so bad and just started getting random politicians. Or started people tweeting at random politicians with that same hilariously inappropriate hashtag. That will never be forgotten. That is one of the all-time E3 highlights for me. Isn't E3 Forza? Oh god, yeah, they're going to announce the new Forza Horizon. $1080p is a per minute subscription sim. It's $5.99 per minute for 1080p. Here's a question. Here's the real question of the E3 or the EA conference. Okay, the real question. Oh, that's gonna be the Microsoft conference that announced Forza. How much of the EA conference will be dedicated to sports? Because that's pretty much all EA do now, is EA Sports. It's in the game. They challenge people's wallets. I will say though, if the new Forza Horizons is in Japan, I am buying the crap out of that because Japan. Drifto Tuge Drifto. Kansai Drifto. Nani Drifter. FIFA, not just FIFA, Glengar, because it's EA and it's an American show. It's gonna be mainly hand egg. I refuse to call that sport American football. It is hand egg. NerdCube will be streaming on Twitch. Also, just because this is a PG channel and I'm gonna do these warnings because I feel it's necessary, NerdCube's Twitch stream will not be PG. Please watch at your own discretion if you don't enjoy strong language. I personally do. So I am going to be laughing. Japan or China. If it's Japan, I'm buying it. If the next Horizon is Japan, I am buying it and making the most hilariously bad car that I can possibly make. Please let there be a Renault Espace. I want to build 1,000 horsepower drifting Espace. That is my goal if the next Forza Horizon is set in Japan. Is a 1,000 horsepower drifting Espace. Well, I mean, Russia with ladders, yes, but make Sims car. That's easy. All you have to do is put on all the chavvy body kits. Hello, it's Ben. I've been meaning to ask, how have you guys been enjoying this stunning weather we've been having lately? it's genuinely kind of taken me by surprise that the weather is this good. I'd also have to remove the gearbox. This is true. Yeah, Giants won't be doing a conference, guys. They'll just have a, I think they're on the Focus homestand at E3. If anybody's actually going, who's in the stream right now, Giants will be at the Focus homestand, which I have no idea where that is, but that's where they'll be. Amazing intolerance. I'll be honest, Glengar, it could do with being about 5 degrees cooler. Because my PC does not like warm weather, even with the water cooling. I've got a space heater beside my left leg right now. This is my favorite rake. I've given the ARM team a lot of criticism. I've criticized the crap out of them. For their lazy converts, and I'm standing behind that criticism. But I'm going to be fair as well and say this is probably the best rake we've seen for FS17. Especially with 2 rotors, because it's not like overly big. Most of the 2 rotor rakes have been like really huge. Neither did iSim. I think we went through the same thing where people told us you could extend it. Either people told me or I discovered independently while faffing about with Course Player, the mouse or something. What's the tempo over here? Mid-20s. Pretty solidly for the last 3 weeks. Celsius, that's... I think it's like high 60s, low 70s Fahrenheit, which might be cold to you, depending on where you are in America. It might be cold to you. It is incredibly warm for us. It is uncomfortably warm for us. How many times have I been out enjoying it? I went to the shop yesterday. And I actually want to go to the shop again today. 25, oh, 70s Fahrenheit, okay. Yeah, kind of 70s, low 80s occasionally. And this is premium. Ooh. Ooh, that'd be nice. Ooh, I might get a 99 over at the garage. Glengar, you're tempting me. You're tempting me to spend money that I don't really have. Yeah, I can imagine, Sim. I can imagine. Although to be fair, this kind of weather is prime ice-cold cider weather. Because that is just so refreshing on a really, really hot day. It's only 2... I can't remember how much it is at the garage. But it is incredibly tempting to run over after the stream. I mean, I need to go over there anyway and get some stuff, so... Ooh. I'm so glad there's no cider in the house, because I would be drinking cider right now. I'd be drinking cider with ice cubes in it. For maximum ice-cold ciderness. Although there are ice cubes in the ooh. You already had ice cream? I wonder is there ice cream in the shed? There's usually ice cream somewhere around this house. I may go rummaging and try and find some ice cream. In fact, I know there's ice cream outside because there's fake cornettos. I'm gonna have one of those instead because it's cheaper. Copperberg, no. Bulmers, aka Magners. Other ciders are available. Magners, as you'd know, that is the Bay cider. That is the Bay cider. Everybody in Ireland drinks Bulmers because it's made in Ireland. The blind loyalties of Bulmers. That's Irish. Let's drink it. Then you go to the UK and everybody suddenly loves Magners because that's what it's called over there. It's oh dear. It's made in Tipperary. It's made like 10 miles from my house. It's made like 10, maybe 12 miles away from me. And not only do I know exactly where it's made, I know exactly where one of the orchards is, and I've had apples that would have otherwise gone into Bulmers. And I picked one of the apples myself. Made in Clonmel, and I'm about 12 miles away from that, so you've got a little circle you can draw there if you really want to be creepy and weird. Cider made next door to the real Cobra Park Farm. Fun fact of the day. CISP. Guys, if you haven't done so already, and you are into flight sims, go check out A Shadowbox's channel. He does some really good videos. He's a filthy part-timer, however. He isn't able to put out videos as often as I think he'd like to, and maybe not as often as I'd like him to, because I enjoy his videos. But his channel is really good to just sit back, throw on a playlist of FS Passengers or Airhauler or something like that, and just sit back and relax to the sounds of engines droning. And no disrespect, but flight sim videos are the best to put on when you're in bed because you get the lovely engine drone. Like NASCAR sim racing videos are just as good, especially like first person views, because again, engine drone. It's just a beautiful droning noise that just knocks you right out. But if you're into flying, A Shadowbox is definitely a channel you should check out. Hey James, long time no see, dude. Oh dear, the Maxim needs filling. We all know what that means. Derpy Ferguson, 390 derp. Back on the go. Don't tip over, don't tip over, don't tip. It didn't tip! We're doing well so far. Do I plan on doing an American map of the future? I plan on doing Lone Oak. So yes, Mighty Machines. Lone Oak is in the planned tram line Mabob road trip. Yay! Where's the trigger? There's the trigger. I missed it. No, you're only half full. Come back. You're still only like half full. No, keep it. Run out of seeds. Fixture G, very nice. I'll be back in a minute. Always amazes you how scripted. Yeah. Yeah. It always amazes me how bad the Ubisoft conference is. Like, I know they've changed presenters recently. I think they got rid of the really good one. I think, was it last year they got rid of the really, really good presenter who was just memes. But the Ubisoft conference is just like 2 hours of constant scripted memes. It's like, I know you're trying to be popular, Ubisoft, but you'd be a lot more popular if your games actually worked on launch. Oh god, WrestleMania! Oh, that was a mess. That was one of the worst produced shows I've seen. Need to grab some seeds. But here's the thing you'll notice. Okay, the more serious a press conference is, barring EA because all they care about is money, is just corporate greed. But with the other groups, the more serious a press conference is or a presentation is, the better the game usually is. Because the guys who have good games to present will just say, here's our game, look at what we have, isn't it great? And the guys who don't really have much will talk about how much innovation there is. And start doing jokes and memes and stuff like this. And it's just like, you can almost see through it, and they're saying, please like us, our game's terrible, but we want you to like us anyway. Please. Could you give us a chance? We've spent $50 million on this. This was a terrible investment. We need to make the money back somehow. It's all Madden at the moment. John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. Just realize not everybody's played Moonbase Alpha, so not all of you will actually get that reference. Look up Moonbase Alpha videos. The text-to-speech on Moonbase Alpha is legendarily crap. Also, it's a game that was actually made by NASA. And some quite wonderful people have figured out how to get the text-to-speech to sing. Played it once, you hated it. Yeah, it's a terrible game. I'm not saying it's any good. I'm not saying Moonbase Alpha is good. Moonbase Alpha, the most fun thing you can do with it is go into multiplayer and derp about with the text-to-speech. It is indeed too hot, Lash. It is far too hot. I am a sweaty McGetty. A sweaty Betty. A sweaty Betty McGetty. A sweaty Yeti. Is there Sim, could you throw me a link on like Facebook or Discord? I will apply for that key, and if I get it, I will put that on the channel. I may come to regret this. Actually, assuming it's PG, I'll put it on the channel. I'm not going to put something that's like hilariously inappropriate on. But yeah, send me a link to that, please. Actually, yeah, definitely send me a link if it looks interesting, dude. I got a few keys sent to me recently that, yeah, generic keymailer games. Did I get that? I didn't get... I don't think I got the Fat Kid one. I might have got the Fat Kid one. By the way, I should actually explain what I meant by generic keymailer games. Because that is a thing. And it's something that I've noticed over time. Sim knows exactly what I'm on about. Generic keymailer games are 2D games that look like they've got about 3 levels and have the innovation of a potato stuck into a car exhaust. Do I know if... No, they will not, James, as far as I'm aware. The square bale wrappers generally don't work with custom sized bales. They might. I mean, all else fails, creator tools and give it a shot. Yeah, if they're 3D, they're a shameless rip off of another game, or just straight up an acid flip. And there was one that I got recently that was both 2D and 3D, and it looked like a weird rip-off of that mystery Professor What's-His-Face on the Nintendo DS. Not the brain training dude, the detective dude. It looked kind of like a rip-off of that, only it was a shopkeeper game. I should mention, by the way, if we do get sent really good games, or if I get sent really good games in Keymailer, they will go up on the channel, because I want to show you guys cool games. It's just that I don't get sent cool games. For the most part. Boozy Dwarf. I think I got sent that one. Hang on, let me check. Let me check my Keymailer. One new invite on Steam. Guys, don't add me on Steam. Well, unless I know who you are. Where's my Keymailer? No, I didn't get sent Boozy Dwarf. I got sent Scheming Through the Zombie Apocalypse at the Beginning, though, which sounds actually interesting. I haven't looked it up yet. Oh wait, I did. I'm not. I think I looked it up and it was quite blatantly a mobile port, which also is a generic Keymailer trademark thing, where it's blatantly a mobile game that's just been put on PC. And it still doesn't look good. But I'll say it again, if I get something that looks really cool. Game features luxury beard, belching axe, hating it. How did I not get sent that? That sounds so generically Keymailer, it's unbelievable. That said, I need to go through my Keymailer list again because I got like 30 keys there. I'm really bad at keeping up to date with that stuff. The Big Bud DLC, I have all the DLCs, my machines. In fact, with the Big Bud DLC, I was on Lone Oak because Bill was kind enough to allow me to in on the testing and to quote-unquote help test. I was on Lone Oak and I decided to be the first person to do something incredibly stupid on the map, and on my Lone Oak save there is now a Big Bud on top of the shop. Which I said I would do the minute I saw the shop model, and I followed through with that promise. I'm not sure if it was a promise or a threat. It was somewhere in between. A promise. Or a pret. But I followed through with it, and yeah, there's a Big Bud on top of the shop in Lone Oak on my save now. Pro tip, don't let Dave ever get bored, because that's when the really dumb stuff happens. I mean, it only took me about half an hour. Half an hour, 2 wheel loaders. The American truck, because I figured I'd theme it. So I used the American truck instead of the man truck, which was maybe a bad idea. And 2 low loaders. Actually, 4 low loaders, but I only used, I think, 2 in the end. To get the Big Bud 747 with triple wheels on top of the shop. And it will stay there as the mascot of the Lone Oak shop from now on. You need to go get Lone Oak now. It's not out yet. It will be out soon, TM. Is it any good? It is fantastic. You guys, it's going to be worth the wait. Bibble, Farm, OxygenDavid, I think MG might have played a role. But Frontier Designs have done some stunning work with Lone Oak. It is, I think it's fair to say, the best American map ever created for Farm Sim. The highest quality, highest detail, lowest, well, probably lowest poly count, highest FPS. Most optimized, just the best American map ever seen in Farm Sim. Will be coming soon to a mod hub near you. It's in Oregon, yeah, and it is a real farm as well. AMG, no, not AMG, Kimg. You know, the person that did the seasons textures for like the trees and whatnot. You live right above Oregon. Ah, nice. So it'll be fairly near you as well. And then after that we got basically OxygenDavid's love letter to the Irish community, which will be coming up after Lone Oak, which is Shamrock Valley. Speaking of OxygenDavid, hello. Speak of the devil and he will be in chat already. Perfect timing, just as I mentioned you. I literally said your name as you put the message in. That is amazing. Oh dear. That entertained me too much. I'm trying not to laugh too hard. One less farm to do and it's finished. Ooh. No, down! Down, boy! Hurry up. Hurry up! As said by the entire Farm Sim community in 2018. Rapper takes them, resizes them, there's ooh! James, could you try an autoloader with, like the in-game autoloader with some of the bales? Because if the Rapper takes them, that means the autoloader will. It won't resize them, though. Or it shouldn't. So it might look stupid derpy. Couldn't go any faster if you tried. Go slower, make it better. Take your time. The better the map is, the happier people will be. Because that's, I think, quite possibly the most hotly anticipated map in FS17. Which, frankly, is not at all surprising to me. It's almost done with this windrowing. I maybe shouldn't do side spams. The cats are fighting. Take the long autoloader. Any autoloader. Because I'm just kind of interested, will it accept those bales? Depending on working the map you're doing right now over 2 years. I hope you haven't got too much done, Drum, because until, is it July FarmCon is. Until then, we won't really have a good idea of what FS19 will hold for mods. In particular, maps. I'm hoping Giants give out a lot of information about maps at FarmCon. Because I still want to make and release a map. That is still a pipe dream of mine. I don't know if it'll ever actually happen because I'm kind of getting into more hobbyish stuff with the whole sim racing side of things lately, doing more iRacing. And that is a time sink. Because I could do 50-60 laps a night easily. Just practicing a track. I'm gonna need to. So that is for sure a thing that I'll need to do. Fight the cats if they're fighting. I don't particularly care if the cats are fighting, to be honest. What's this for? What? I'm not entirely sure what you mean, drum lover. Like, I'm gonna give a very blunt assessment right now of people starting maps right now for FS19. Do as little as you possibly can, because you might have to basically restart when 19 drops. What's this hobby? iRacing, sim racing. I race fake cars. Well, real fake cars. Of late I've been racing Mazda MX-5s, MX-5 Cups in particular. Probably won't do it tonight because I despise Phoenix 08 Roval. It is the worst track known to man. I really wish they'd bring the MX-5s onto Daytona Oval. Michael, thank you very much for the €1.14 saying my place on screen. That should in theory update in a second. I was watching an iRacing stream today. It was an actual race that was being broadcast by a super serious... An actual, like, there are actually companies that just broadcast iRacing races. I should say this kind of first off. One of them was broadcasting a race today called the... it was called Max Bant's 2 Electric Boogaloo, where they brought NASCARs around the worst layout of Road Atlanta, which was definitely not designed for NASCARs. And whoever won the race, well, the winner of the race, I should say, was the person that crossed the line in 10th position. Or, as it turned out, when the time ran out, because the whole 10th position is the winner thing resulted in about half the field going 50 kilometers an hour in NASCARs for 3 laps. When the time ran out, the winner had done about 4 laps in reverse. Not taking the track the wrong way, in actual reverse gear. They were driving around the track completely backwards. This after about 4 roadblocks were set up at a bridge. Because there were effectively no racing rules. It was Max Bant's. The commentators were going to throw a yellow flag at one point and then realized they'd accidentally turned off yellow flags. Which in iRacing, a yellow flag equals a safety car. They were going to bring it out just for funsies. And it was the most hilariously dumb race I've ever seen, and I want more of it. What games do I do sim racing on? Primarily at the moment iRacing because it's super expensive and I want to get my money's worth. I'll probably be racing Skip Barber's for 8 weeks next season, which starts next week. I also do very occasionally Project Cars 2, but I don't really like how the cars handle. They're a bit unpredictable and force feedback's a bit crap. I play Assetto Corsa quite a lot. Tend to use that for hot laps of the Nordschleife, because of course I do. What else do I play? R Factor 2 I do a bit of, for when I'm feeling particularly evil and hate myself and want to drive an Indy car really fast. Automobilista for when I want to race a fake V10 Formula 1 car that's definitely not a fake V10 Formula 1 car. Or definitely not a Porsche 911 Cup car. Or definitely not a 1985-ish era Formula 1 car. LSRTV, yes, LSRTV do iRacing. They cover a lot of iRacing. You've got RaceBot, who do the majority of the big series. They cover the... This is a real thing. The iRacing Formula 1 World Championship. And the actually licensed and actual real NASCAR series. The NASCAR Peak... is it NASCAR Peak Antifreeze iRacing Championship Series? Do you get money from winning? Not in any individual races, but if you take part in championships, in leagues and whatnot, you usually have to pay in, and there's a winning pot. But most people do it just for fun. Most people do it because they can't afford to race in real life, and they just want to race kind of virtually and with physics that are as realistic as potentially as you can get right now, according to some people, according to others, not very realistic. But in real cars, on real tracks, like one of my favorite cars on the one of my favorite tracks on the service that I've raced on actively, is it's in between Spa, which is one of the best tracks in the world, and Laguna Seca, which I just love because the corkscrew is insane. I hate the Andretti hairpin though. The Andretti hairpin can go to hell. I can burn the fire. Hello, bucko! I was just complaining about the Andretti hairpin on Laguna Seca. But yeah, I bought Spa recently. What else did I buy? Because you have to license all the tracks individually. Sonoma, formerly known as Infineon Raceway. If you played Gran Turismo 4, yeah, 4, it was called Infineon back then. I still like calling it Infineon. It's now called Sonoma. I think I bought Sonoma. I bought, of course, because it's me, the Nordschleife. Because of course I did. That is my favourite track in the world ever. I would admit, Glengar, this is quite a good tune. Not my usual type of music, but I can deal with it. No, you barely have any. Come back. You get 82%, 100%. Good. This is the original stunt master. You take off the rear weight. No, because the rear weight's what's keeping it vaguely grounded. I say vaguely because it's really not. It's really not. So next up is we need to get the silage up. And I'm not going to use the silage harvester this time around. Mainly because... well, not for now at least. Where did I put the... thing. It's awful quiet. Yeah, I think the weather's getting to people. Where did I put the thing? Oh, there it is. Loading wagon. Landy is live. Oh my god, I just noticed the time. Okay, we're not going to do some silage today. Thank you, Yusuf. I will leave you in confusion by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching the Sandy Bay Challenge and Formula 1 Simulator FS17. Yes. Beautiful outro, Dave. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.